I just think it's sad because I do worship here and go to church here, and we do so much for the community and the children in it.
It was a devilish act, an hellacious prank. One church members at Glencoe United Methodist Church are finding hard in their hearts to forgive. Early Monday morning, Rockingham County crime scene investigators were called out to investigate who might have desecrated a house of worship.
Anytime anybody vandalizes or tears up, destroys other people's property, it's just it's a needless, senseless crime.
The doors to the church were spray painted with anti-Christian graffiti, pentagrams, and other satanic symbols.
They did this damage, also damage to an open air facility here on the church grounds, and then about a 1/10 of a mile down the road in a subdivision, painted the sign entering the subdivision and done some vandalism there.
But it didn't take investigators long to figure out who did it.
We done solved it.
After canvassing nearby neighborhoods, deputies arrested 24-year-old Jeremy Murphy and 15-year-old Dallas Kivett, whose mother made him return to the scene of the crime.
I'm really upset with him. I mean, there's no sense in it.
Why did you do this?
I don't really know. It's a bad idea. I don't know.
Well, tell me what happened.
We just came over here to ride around and we just started spray painting.
I'm gonna make him paint it. I mean, he did it, so he needs to take care of it.
While Dallas still faces criminal charges, the teen tried to make restitution with paint thinner and a rag.
And a whole lot of it, we can use up what we got.
As for Mom, she has other plans.
His dirt bike is gonna be sold. His four-wheeler is gonna be sold. I'm possibly gonna sell his TV, his PlayStation.
Are you sorry you did it, or are you sorry you got caught?
I'm sorry I did it. I should have thought twice.
After saying hello, the first thing this internet predator wants to know, after asking her age, sex, and location, is she home alone?
Yeah, Mom's at work.
In this profile, cyber detective Crystal Overcash is a 14-year-old girl who says she lives in Greensboro.
When your mom gonna be home? I'll say as much later.
He answers back, "Get naked with me then." And within seconds, streaming video of a naked Jason doing sexual things appears on the screen.
He just showed me that, and now he's concerned about what his hair is gonna look like, okay? Where is the humor in that?
But it's no laughing matter. Remember, he still thinks she's a 14-year-old home alone. Jason then says he wants to see her in person. And that's when the seriousness of this internet rendezvous turns dangerous. Detective Overcash asked to see his face one more time, hoping to get a better photo for arresting officers.
Go ahead before I do.
And sure enough, after already revealing his private body parts, Jason reveals his face.
He's not mean, folks.
See how they lie too?
Then Jason tells her to meet him in front of Four Seasons Mall in 30 to 45 minutes. He says he'll be driving a gold GMC truck and even jokes, telling her not to bring the cops.
And see, what I do is I save that chat. And when it comes down to the interview in court, I've got everything he said. I've got the pictures of him nude. I've got the pictures of his face. We got you, dude.
A takedown team is quickly assembled, and like clockwork, Jason is right on time.
Yeah, I'm behind him. We don't have a decoy, so we're going to need to take him. Anybody close?
Let's take him.
Okay, he's turning into the Texaco station.
Within an hour of his first hello, Jason is going to jail.
Don't move.
He'll be charged with solicitation of a minor for sex over the internet, a felony.
Right there.
Hey, Jason. How
Yes,
are you?
fine. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I like your hat.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We were chatting a while ago.
I was?
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
Really?
Absolutely.
Huh.
My name is Wiley Johnson.
And when asked to see his shoulder, it revealed the same tattoo we'd seen during the cyber chat.
So do you know what has happened to you?
Yeah, I know what happened.
What happened?
I was set up. I really was.
Although there's so many more out there, you feel like you really are making a difference in maybe protecting it, if, at the very least, one child's life.
And no, his name was not Jason. His real name was Wiley Johnson. No, he's not the 19-year-old that he said he was. He's actually a 40-year-old from Thomasville. Tonight, he's in the Guilford County Jail under a $45,000 bond. Reporting live from Greensboro, Caron Myers, Fox 8 News.
If any group of Americans deserve good treatment, as veterans.
They served their country well, but now many veterans, young and old, are saying they're not being treated fairly, especially when it comes to the Veterans Administration.
The complaints are mostly involving the delay in response to claims.
While most vets say the quality of health care they receive from the VA is good, the bureaucratic red tape, the bills, and the notices from collection agencies are more than most can bear.
The Absolute Collection Agency, they're one of the main ones.
After fighting the war in Iraq and surviving a deadly helicopter crash in late 2003, specialist Josh Dunlap finds himself still living at his parents' home in Seagrove. Only now he's hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt from medical bills the VA has yet to pay.
They try to put it off on somebody else, saying it's someone else's fault.
Medical bills are piled high on the family's kitchen table.
They have ruined Josh's credit. It will probably never be fixed.
Recently, when Josh tried to buy a home, he was denied.
My credit wasn't up to par. It was late bills, and everyone was medical bills and stuff that the VA was supposed to cover, and they never did.
Part of the problem stems from a glitch in the system. Josh was initially approved for a card that would allow him to receive medical treatment close to home by private paid doctors. But after receiving months of care, the VA revoked the card.
I am so beyond angry and upset about that.
The card was issued through Congressman Howard Coble's office shortly after Josh came home.
And then I got a phone call after all these bills happened. It was Deborah Faulkner one morning.
Deborah Volkmer works as a clinical social worker at the VA in Salisbury. We spoke to Volkmer in response to Josh's claims.
There's multiple agencies out there working together to try to make sure that that particular thing doesn't happen.
Volkmer says her staff has seen now over 4,500 returning soldiers and believes Josh's situation is not the norm. The Director of Public Administration for the Salisbury VA says vets need to understand the VA is the second largest agency in the federal government.
You know, any system, whether it's health care or any service, there are problems. It's not a perfect world. We pride ourselves on correcting our mistakes. We address them.
For Josh, his battle with the VA is just beginning. For others, it's been ongoing for 30 years.
I went bankrupt.
James Butch Kirkman was in the Air Force during Vietnam.
We handled body bags. Everybody did. But see, I had no proof of that. I was a communications man, but we did it on the weekends.
To this day, he's still haunted by the memories.
And VA don't have a magic pill for that to make it go away.
For Lloyd Lovell, his time in Vietnam also left him with PTSD.
Every morning I wake up and watch a young man die.
To this day, he has flashbacks, panic attacks, and nightmares.
They give me 80%. They say I can work. I wish I could.
His psychologist says he's unemployable, but the VA compensation department says he should be working. Both men sympathize with Josh, as both men have been bankrupted by unpaid medical bills and lack of benefits.
I couldn't buy bubble gum if it was a penny for 10 tons of it.
They also wonder how the VA will handle the influx of returning soldiers from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan when the system can't keep up with their generation. They joke about the VA's unofficial mantra being delay, deny, and hope you die. VA staff members say that's an unfair depiction.
We are definitely here for them.
And I think of all the federal agencies, the VA has the most noble mission of all, and that's to take care of our heroes.
What do you say to these guys and their families?
Well, I think that there's nothing you can say that would satisfy them because this is inexcusable.
I was pretty sorry. I mean, we go there and give whatever, risk our lives pretty much. You come home and you're just a number.
Karen Myers, Fox 8 News.